Hello, and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. Today I'll be going over how to use the ebook and audiobook app called Libby. You may already be familiar with Overdrive, but this app will be discontinued in the coming months and is already considered legacy. Libby is the replacement app for Overdrive. It was developed in 2016, and Libby offers more things that Overdrive doesn't, such as support for multiple library cards, push notifications to your mobile devices, and a much improved ebook reader, and has the same interface no matter which device you're using. Some other features include it syncs across all your devices, you can listen in your car, you get the ability to choose between downloading for offline access or just stream it to save space. And if you prefer reading on your Kindle, Libby can send your ebooks to it. Libby is available on Google Play for Android devices, the App Store for Apple devices, or on your web browser, which is what I'll be using in this tutorial. To get started, go to your browser and type in libbyapp.com. And then it's simple as following the questions on the screen. Do you have a library card? We'll click yes. I'll go ahead and search for my library. And from this point, you can begin browsing. You can scroll down to see their pre-selected categories and suggestions for you. You can use the tags at the top. You can use the magnifying glass to search for exactly what you want for. I'm going to try mystery and thriller. And we'll try Brood Awakening. If I wanted to check this book out, I'll click Borrow. I'll choose Muhlenberg County Public Libraries. And at this point, I'll enter in my card number and click Sign In. It tells me that I'm signed in and that I'm now borrowing this book. In the event that you are sharing this device with another person who wants to use the Libby app, or you are a member of multiple libraries, you can rename this card to whatever you'd like. Then click Next. Now you're ready to borrow it. You can see at the top where it says you are borrowing this for 14 days. If you click on that, you may choose only 7 days or up it to 21 days, but 2 weeks is the default. Once you click the big borrow button, it is then yours for the next 2 weeks. I'll choose Keep Browsing to find something else. When you're ready to borrow another book, click the borrow button, click the big red borrow button again, and that's it. To get back to your homepage, click on the picture of the library at the bottom. From here, you can scroll through to find a different category or suggestion. Or what we'll try now is clicking on the magnifying glass and searching for something manually. I'll do a search for Ian Fleming. And you can see your search suggestions at the bottom to help you out. I'll click on the one that says author and then scroll through to find what I'm looking for. You'll notice that some results have a bar at the bottom with a pair of earbuds and a length of time, and these are audiobooks. If you only want to see ebooks and not audiobooks, we'll go to the top and change that. Click Preferences, Format, and we'll just go with Books and hit Apply. Some other options could be language, audience, or age group. supports is for the devices. Availability. If you choose everything by default, it will show you the result that you can place a hold with. Available now would only be the titles that are available now. And you have a sort by option as well. I'll choose Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I can read a short description of it. Be sure to pay attention to the tags on the right and get some more information at the bottom, such as which devices it supports. If I'm ready to borrow it, click the borrow button, then click the big red button at the bottom, and it's ready. Now I'll click on Go to Shelf. Here's a list of all the things that I have borrowed so far. And you'll notice the tag at the top that says Holds. I have one item on hold as well. Let's go back home and try to get a book that's already borrowed, and we'll have to hold for it. We'll try the Lego Batman Movie Junior novel. You can see that it says Place Hold. I'll go ahead and click that. Place my hold. And now it's waiting for me. As soon as one becomes available, it will notify you. Now let's go back to your bookshelf by clicking on the stack of books. And I'll click on my holds tag, and I can see my Lego Batman novel here. And when I click on it, I can see that it says it's on hold. And when I click on that, it'll tell me I am first in line and I have about a 2-week wait. Let's look for some other types of materials. I'll click on the magnifying glass. Let's check out one of these tags. How about magazines? We'll try this Entertainment Weekly. I can read the description to make sure that's what I want. You'll notice where it says supports, it only says Libby magazine. That means it's only available to use within the Libby app itself or through the web browser. It cannot be read on a Kindle, but that's okay. I'll take it anyway. Go ahead and click borrow and borrow again. Keep it for the default 14 days. I'll go back to my shelf, and it's been added to my list. Let's try another search. Let's click on the plus more tag and take note of everything that's available here. Almost every subject you can think of. A date added, your format, lots of languages to choose from, your audience levels, the devices supported, and if it's available or not. Let's try something really specific. When you have your preferences selected, click search, and you can view your options here. Or from this point, you may refine them more. I'm going to try another search. Let's say you have a small child and you want them to have a book that can read along with them. You click on the More tag and go down to Format, and the last option is Read Along Books. And we'll try to choose something from the last 6 months and hit search. And I'll borrow 5 Flying Penguins. Let's go ahead and open this. When you're ready to, click the play button. It will automatically go through the pages and read to you.
5 Little Penguins.
You can then pause it at any time. You can go back 5 pages or forward You can click on chapters, or you can click on the bottom to go directly to a page number by clicking and dragging left or right. You'll notice in the top right, you have different options. The first button would be your playback speed. You have some preset options here for you. The next button will let you zoom. Again, click and drag. Click it again to go back to normal. The capital letter A will let you choose your text scale. Now let's open up a book. If you click at the bottom, you will see your chapters. In the top right, you have some more options. The first icon will let you choose between single page and double page, as if you were reading the book. The capital letter A, you can change the text scale. They also have accessibility sizes if you have issues where you need to have your text be bigger. The lighting is for the background. Bright is by default with white, and you can go dark if you'd like as well. You also have several book design options. Some other options are legible, scholar, paperback, and there's an open dyslexic option. This is a special font for people with dyslexia to increase the readability of text. Anytime you want to go back to the default, just click Publisher's Default. You have the ability to search within the book by clicking the magnifying glass. If we search for car, you can see exactly where this word will appear. When you want to bookmark, click the bookmark at the very top. To highlight a word, click and hold. It'll automatically highlight it. And from here, you can define the word, choose a different color highlight, or search that word within the book. Now let's try defining it. Now when I first opened this book from my shelf, I chose to read it with the Libby app. If I then want to change that and push it to a Kindle device, I'll go back to my bookshelf, Manage Loan, choose Read With, and from here I can choose my Kindle. If I wanted to return this book early, I can click on Manage Loan and choose Return Early. It'll ask you to confirm it by clicking it again. If you have a book that's due within 3 days and you would like to renew it, you can click Manage Loan and you will have the Renew Loan option highlighted here. It's grayed out as of right now, but once it gets down to 3 days, it will then let you, as long as nobody else is waiting for it. If you want to manage your holds from your bookshelf, click on the Holds tag and click Manage Hold next to the book. From here, I can suspend it or cancel it. At the bottom, where your action icons are, the rightmost one is of a clock, which is your timeline. This will tell you everything that you have borrowed and read. Now let's click on the main menu, the middle button at the bottom. You'll see at the bottom where I have a 1 in a yellow circle. This is a notification. This is telling me what the notification is. You may have these periodically. If you are a member of another library or you have another person using the same device as yours, you may choose Add Library from here. If you have any questions about the app, always try to click Get Some Help first to see if you can figure out what's going on. Simply just type in a few words of what you're looking for or search through the common solutions. Let's take a look at the Libby app for mobile devices. As soon as I open it up and look at my shelf, I can see that everything is here that I've already borrowed. And I'll go ahead and open up Pride and Prejudice, audiobook. If I hit the play button in the middle, it'll start playing where I left off. Hit the chapters button to see all of my chapters to go directly to them. And I can hit forward 15 seconds to skip ahead. A search for James Patterson will look very similar to the way it does on desktop. You can see that it autofills as you type and you simply click to what you want. The results look very similar as well, and you can scroll through to find exactly what you want. If you click on Refine, you have your typical options. This time I will choose Books, and it'll only show me the books, and then you can further refine that. I'll choose Available Now. If you find something you like, you can click on the library card or button or choose Borrow and hit Borrow again. From the home, you can click on your timeline at the bottom right to see everything that you have viewed. Again, it looks very similar to the way it does on the desktop. And choose something to open, as if I'm in with this magazine here. Scrolling down to see the synopsis and the information of it. And you can click Open Magazine. This again looks exactly the same as it does on the desktop. You can scroll through the pages as if you would when you were holding a magazine in person. And what I really like about this is at the bottom you can click that circle to view it in text mode. And instead of looking at it, the pictures as if you were looking at the magazine itself, you now can choose just a text-based version. It comes in very handy when reading fine print items such as magazines. I can then choose my text scale to make it smaller or larger. This comes in very handy whenever you're using a smaller device such as a cell phone. This is what the Libby app looks like from your car. In this case, I'm using Android Auto, but it should look similar for iOS devices. You've got your most recent selections at the top. You can toggle back and forth between them. If you click on chapters, you can easily scroll through them to find your spot. Or you can click Resume to pick up right where you left off. You've got a big pause button in the middle that makes it nice and convenient. Again, I'm just showing how quick and easy it is to go back and forth between your selections. And to go back and choose something else, to go directly to a chapter is very easy, and at the bottom you'll notice you'll have different buttons. This is the reduce audio speed and increase audio speed, and you have fast forward and rewind by 15 seconds. One of the most common questions we get is, how many items can I check out at a time? You may check out 20 items and also have 20 holds in addition to that. You should also know that these are separate from your account with the library, meaning you can have books checked out from the library that does not count against your number of items that you can check out from Libby. They are separate. Another question is this app available on the Amazon Fire tablets? It is not offered on the Amazon App Store. However, you can use the web browser on a Fire device just like you would anything else, and it works the same. If you do not know your library card number or you would like to sign up for one, please come in or call us, and we will be more than happy to help you get that information.